So I was perusing the Deutschland version of eBay and I came across a couple of cool things. So I bought a bunch of vintage wrenches from a guy off eBay in Germany, and I just got the package and I thought I'd share it with you guys. We'll open it here on camera live and see what's in there. I got a couple of pictures of what's in here, but I don't have a complete list. I know that there's going to be some Belzer and some Hazet, but I believe there's also at least one Snap-on tool in here, which should be interesting. But before I do that, I wanted to take a look and show you some of these cool stamps that the guy put on here when he sent it. So you really don't see people sending packages with stamps that much anymore. I thought it was kind of cool that they included all these. So we got the George Bart, which was, I think he was an architect who worked on churches, I believe. So we got a stamp here for the 100-year Monet Talspia, which is the 100-year anniversary of the Monet Dam. So that was actually one of the dams that was, it wasn't destroyed, but it was heavily damaged during World War II by the dam busters, Royal Air Force Squadron, for all those World War II history buffs. And then we got looks like a Ford Capri stamp, Klassischer Automobile, classic automobile. Looks like we got one of a tulip, but that's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen any of these Deutschland stamps before. So I covered up the name because I wasn't sure if the guy wanted me to show his name on here, but we'll go ahead and open this and see what's inside. All right, so here we go. So pretty well packaged. So looks like first up we got a Hazet 460 1/4" 5/16. I think most of these are SAE wrenches. I guess the guy was cleaning out his toolbox. And then we got a Meteor. I don't think I've ever heard of that company. Oh, I got some real tiny wrenches in here. So that one right there is unbranded. Or actually, no, that one says Armstrong on it. Boy, that's a real tiny H10 3/16 7/32. I mean, that's really thin. That seems like it would bend. It looks like we got another Armstrong USA wrench in here. So this one is a 6mm combination. And then we got a Proto. Wow, there's a lot more USA stuff in here I thought that there'd be. So we got 1/4 and a 7/32. And then we got another tiny one. It's another Armstrong. This one's a 1/4 combination. And then we got Belzer. So the main reason I bought these was actually for the Belzer wrenches. So that's a vanadium extra Lilliput 5/16 1/4. I think that's all for that one. Let's see what's going on in Germany these days. U.S. President Donald Trump. So this looks like it's the Nuremberg newspaper, the Sunday Blitz. All right, so next up, let's see what else we got. Looks like here's another Belzer. So this one, it kind of has an interesting finish. It's more like a American style finish, where you get these smooth, because most of the time these most German style wrenches have a pocket, like this Hazet, where the handle is a lot thinner than the heads. So this one's a Williams. So that one looks, I don't know if that's the normal finish for a Williams wrench. It looks kind of pitted to me, but I don't think I actually own any Williams wrenches, so I can't really say. But that one is a 1/2 7/16 made in USA. So here we go. We're getting into the good stuff now. This is a Belzer Super Polygon number 3S. This is a 1/2 7/16 deep offset. And then we got, so this one looks like one of the older Belzer ones. So you can see the condition of these is varying. I expected that. But this is a 1/2 inch 9/16. So let's see what's on sale at the supermarket. 1 kilogram of bananas, 0.88 euros. Okay, looks like we missed a couple here. Alright, so here's, looks like a Snap-on. So maybe the Snap-on junkie or some of the other Snap-on aficionados can tell me how old this is. Looks like there's an E. I don't know if that E is somebody's marking to mark their tool. But it looks like that's a quarter inch extension. Then we had another Williams here. So that's a 11/32 5/16. So that just looks like an unbranded driver bit. I don't see any markings on it. So there's a Proto 5/16, quarter inch. So here's a Belzer. Here's a deep offset Belzer. This one is a 5/8 9/16. So that's a pretty useful size there. I've used the 9/16 quite a bit. So wow, look at this one. This is the Belzer Streamline. So I think I was asking at one time what the differences were between some of the Belzer styles. So I'm guessing that this Belzer Streamline is a lot newer. They're still both made in Germany, but you can definitely see there's a totally different style there used. And these are exactly the same size wrenches. The Streamline is a little bit shorter. The head there on the Streamline is a little bit wider than the Automobile. But they both say vanadium extra. So this is a model 1953. That's not the date, that's just the model code. This one doesn't appear to have any model code on it. So we got another Armstrong here. So this is a deep offset, 3/4 11/16. And then here's another really nice Belzer. It's a 5/8 9/16. This one's in really nice condition. So yeah, these look to be exactly the same wrench. Right here. Looks like one was just used a heck of a lot more than the other one. They look like they're made definitely at different times. You can tell that the drop forge dies were wearing out when this one was made. And here's another Belzer. So this is a 1/2 inch 7/16, and this one's in really, really nice condition as well. And let's see, it looks like this might be the last one. And then we got another Belzer with a little bit of rust on this one, a little bit of corrosion. So it's another 5/8. It looks like we got a couple of duplicates on the Belzer deep offset. So that was the main reason why I got this, was for these Belzer tools. So it looks like we had 9 Belzers, 1 Hazet. So if the Snap-on junkies watching, I could probably donate this to you if you want to restore it and then give it away to somebody who can use it. So I think I'll try to restore these. I'll probably first put them through some kind of evaporust to try to get some of this corrosion off. There is a little bit of corrosion on some of these, but overall they're not too bad. I've seen much worse. So I went ahead and ran these through a sonic cleaner with a evaporust solution, just to get what little rust was on there. So there is some issues on a couple of these with the plating coming off, and there actually are ways to repair that, and I may actually do a video in the future to show you how that's done. So it looks like a couple of these really, I don't even think were ever used. So what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of oil on these wrenches. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some of these old wrenches. If anybody knows some of the time frames of when these were built, obviously the Belzers are going to be pretty old, but I don't know enough about USA manufacturers, but Proto and Williams, to know exactly if these are old or not. So if somebody wants to leave a comment about that, that'd be great. So as for the Snap-on, I contacted the Snap-on junkie, and what we're planning on doing with this is I'm going to send this to him, and he's going to do a restoration of this socket on his channel. And then the plan is that he's going to give that away to somebody. So look for this in the future on his channel. So this thing is farm fresh. I haven't done anything to it. And maybe somebody can date this thing. I guess that E on the back might be a clue. But it definitely looks to be pretty old. So that's it for this one, and I'll catch you guys next time.